So, according to Dreamer, who is a very big AFK pusher to the point where a lot of people look to his videos to determine how they can get past stages and whatnot, AFK stages are becoming stale and boring, and that's why people are leaving the game. This is another one of those things like Puzzle where I question the logic completely. Like, oh no, you have to build one Hypogen character in order to basically bypass the majority of the game's content. No, that's truly sad. I'm crying tears that you have to have Saida fucking as a character built for AFK stages. No, the horror. Like, this was not considered an issue when it comes down to Chimera or Gala, when they basically are the go-to people for damage in AFK stages for most stages, right? So, why is... Sorry, not AFK stages. When it comes down to Dream Realm. So why is this a problem for AFK stages? Oh, because we don't have diversified comps. We never did have diversified comps. The diversified comps before Saida were just use wilder characters. So, no, we've never had this, so I don't know why it's suddenly a problem. Oh, I know why, because there are people who haven't built Saida. As I've said multiple times, and I'm sure people will continue to ignore me because they don't give a shit, if you're playing AFK Journey, do not, unless you're a paid to win person, just ignore AFK stages until the buffs come out. When the buffs come out, you can bypass a shit ton of fucking stages, and with just the most basic of fucking teams. You can just have Saida at probably like 1 or 2 copies, and you'd probably be fine. Either way, if you're doing AFK stages, for the most part, just build Saida, because she basically is needed for this game mode, because this game mode basically, like, tells you to go fuck yourself, especially in the last few seasons with the unaffected characters. Yeah, so, I don't know why it is people seem to think, oh hey, now is a great time to think about how Saida is too important for this game mode. See, according to Dreamer, we should basically be changing this up so that we have more diversity in the character pool to do things. They want it to be like how Dream Realm is, where we're bringing back random characters that most people have not been building. So you want people to waste more resources on other characters in order for them to use these characters for the stages, and if they don't have those characters built up, now they have to waste resources to try and build them, while those characters do not have any kind of, like, way to easily build them, like, you know, the rate-up character type of thing. At least, even though there's too many new characters still, at least with the new characters, it's not as, like, you can get them leveled up through the rate-up stuff a bit. Where the other characters, it's like you have to hope and pray that when you do the random, shard choices, when you do the, random pulls, that you're going to get these shards for these characters that have been long since, outdated. Like, the ones referred to, Pang, Cassidy, Lucian, I think. Lucian, whatever his name is, doesn't matter. All these characters that genuinely most people didn't have built up. So you want that for AFK stages too, so it's even more pay to win than it currently already is, having at least 3 to 4 Hypogens on the field at any goddamn time. No, I disagree completely, 100% completely. I don't know why the fuck anyone would think that that's a good idea. Oh, I know, because if you have the resources, you don't care about the idea. All you care about is, oh hey, I want to have a creative strategy for this game mode. It's okay. Maybe I don't know why I have to say this to fucking a player as opposed to the dev team, because the dev team, are just being told by their corporate overlords to fucking do this shit for, release things as it goes. But the game is called AFK Journey, Away from Keyboard. This game mode is called AFK Stages, Away from Keyboard. It's not, think of a new strategy every other freaking 5 freaking stages in order to get past this using multiple different characters. Yes, I agree with him. We have so many characters on the roster that are not used and whatnot. Okay, that the solution is not, oh hey, now everyone has to build these characters up. If we're going to do that, the only solution, in my opinion, because, he says, like, what is it? Saida basically is an ingrained problem. The only solution, the only way I could justify even remotely thinking about that as a concept is if AFK stages had their own, champion, or whatever you want to call these characters, own character progression system, where you didn't need to invest real money or anything like that into the AFK stages investments. Like, what's it called? I wouldn't need to have, for my own investments, I wouldn't need Valara to be, with any kind of money or effort put into this kind of situation. No, I wouldn't have to do anything with that. Instead, what I'd have to do is I'd be building these characters up. Like, as you progress through the stages, you can then level these characters up without using any of the gold shards, any of the sigils, anything like that, and they would just level up as you go. That's the only way I could even remotely justify that as a possibility, because this would be too much investment. Like, if you just suddenly had a team of... Hold on a second, let me switch things up for a minute. If you just suddenly had a team of randomly, oh hey, we decided to bring... What's it called? Decided to bring this character into the fold, along with, like, this character, Granny Donnie, Atlanta, and Cessia. Yep. Now this is the new team. This is the new team for whatever reason, or, like, perhaps just because we want to do the star thing. It's Perseus. This team is now the new team. I can't justify this. I can't justify this as a thing because it's just fucking ridiculous. The idea that now you'd have to fucking level up all these characters, or at least like 4 or 3 of these characters, in order to have any kind of new type of team layout, because you want to utilize more characters, is dumb, because now people have to spend more time and freaking investment into these characters, as opposed to just putting all of your fucking resources into, like, mostly, what's it called? That shouldn't say is not in this. No, undo this. Into, let me see, into having just, oh, look, hey, if you invest in Saida, she's probably going to make it through as long as you, keep the other characters safe, essentially, at that. I can't justify that. That's just stupid as hell. The concept that, like, now we have to go from just upgrading mostly Saida and, some of the other people like Valara, and Kugan, and a few others. No. It's not a matter of which characters are being used that's the problem with AFK stages, in terms of, there isn't a much diversity. It's a matter of it's requiring too many hypogen characters. I guess if you made it so that, characters people have been building up for the entire time, like you bring Bonnie back, you bring, like, Lily May back, etc. like that. In those kind of situations, okay, most people have those characters leveled up at this point, but bringing in just new characters that we've already used 1,000 times? No. Bring in characters that we've literally never been needing to use, like, suddenly we've decided to have What's-His-Face be relevant. Or, if we went out of hypogen levels, suddenly now, what's it called? Now we need Pang for this, because Pang was being used in the other thing. Now we need, What's-His-Face for this. No, because nobody has these characters built. And no one wants to waste more resources on these characters when they can barely level up the fucking characters that are needed for the base game mode, which is pretty much Dream Realm. Fucking no. I don't know why that was even something to consider. Oh wait, I forgot. I know why it's a consideration for fucking Dreamer. I know why it's a consideration. It's very simple. It's like, I need to level up Valara for a second. Didn't realize she wasn't leveled up for a while now. The reason why he wants this is because, he's getting bored with it. It's the same mentality as Puzzle has. I'm getting bored because I have to wait around and do things. I'm getting bored because it's the same type of strategy over and over again. Okay? Did you, again, this is AFK journey. AFK stages. You're telling me you're bored about a game where the idea is to come on basically once a day and do things? You're bored by a game that does that? Oh no. That's really sad. Everyone should cry for you. Like, goddamn, dude. I realize this are the people that are bitching that you have to have Saida or you can't do anything, but here's the thing. In the same situation of if you haven't built twins, you basically, like, that's the hypogen you should be building for the most part. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's the same mentality here. It's the same mentality. If you haven't built fucking twins, if you haven't built Saida, okay, one second, in terms of, for AFK stages, if you haven't built Saida, don't do AFK stages. I don't know why the fuck that's hard. It's the same thing with the twins. If you haven't built the twins, expect to have crappier results in most game modes because the twins are needed everywhere. Like I said a couple of times now, if you're a free-to-play player, play casually. This game does not encourage you to play competitively. If you're someone that's not going to spend any money, don't put too much effort into AFK stages. I realize it's going to hinder you a bit, but it's just too paid to win. It requires, if you see the comp that's currently playing right now, it's 3 hypogen characters. One of them that's relatively new. It's going to be like this no matter what. Even if you got rid of Saida, it would be a different hypogen character taking their place. Because the game is not going to allow for just a normal comp like before, like in the early things of AFK stages with, what's it called? The Wilder teams. It's not going to allow for that anymore. It's all about pay to win. So, if you're complaining that Saida is being used all the time, what do you think the solution is going to be on the dev end, quote unquote? The solution is going to be have a different hypogen character take its place, like freaking, Dreamer mentioned. Like, just, whatever the fucking slug is going to basically take the place of it. That's the only way it's going to, quote-unquote, change. And even then, that change is going to be just as shit as before. So, when someone complains that it's just, you have to build one character for sure in order to progress, I laugh at them because why the fuck would that be a problem? You have to build Chimera and you have to build Gala for Dream Realm for the most part. You have to have the twins. That hasn't changed for who knows how many seasons. Chimera is literally bullshit incarnate when it comes down to PvP and everything like that. No one's complaining there, right? So, my question is, why is this a problem? The only thing I could say about this is if we literally eliminated the hypogen thing completely. Like, if we made it so that hypogens are on the same freaking, like, you can get them just as easily as any other character, that would probably be the solution to this problem, because that's really it. That's really it, right? Because people can't build the hypogen characters because the hypogen characters are pay-to-win type of characters. The solution then is just get rid of hypogens and celestials completely as a orb collecting class, and make it so that everything can be built using letters instead, including the event characters. Everything can be done through letters and gems. And they're all the same letter instead of this, this rate up letter, rate up the... No, everything is just the same letters. That's the solution to the problem that will never fucking happen. Outside of that, if someone complains to me, or complains in general, that, oh, hey, you have to use only one character for the most part all the time, oh no, what a tragedy. Compared to what? Having to go through other characters that you don't have built up? People that are too attached to the game in a sense where they have like an affiliate code or whatever like that, literally just like, what's it called? It's like that meme about the rich guy in the tower that has all this money, and then the peasants are like, oh hey, do you know of any way that we can make our lives better down here? Yeah, just probably some money. I'm sure you could think of something down there. Up here, I've been quite bored. Maybe you should just get better at the game. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like, oh hey, they've built up all these characters and whatnot to do this stuff. They've gone through all this stuff. They basically can always get through these things because they spend so much time and energy on them. While everyone else is like, I'm playing the game on a kind of normal or casual, or maybe a little bit above casual level, and you're trying to expect me to give a shit that one character is being used all the time instead of what? Bring back characters that no one had built before because you want a newer type of strategy? Again, it's a situation of both of the people that I've mentioned, Puzzle and Dreamer, are both complaining that people will quit the game because they're bored. People quit the game because there's too many fucking characters to build. There's not enough resources to go around. Because the events don't give you enough crap in order to justify anything. That's the problem with the game. But you're complaining like, oh hey, people are gonna get bored. Oh no, the tragedy. I am so sad. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bud. If, quite frank with you, as someone who's played this game for multiple seasons, the game is boring as a concept. It's literally meant for you to come on once a day and fucking do things, the bare minimum of crap, and then fucking get off the game. That's what the game is. If you have a problem with that, you shouldn't have been playing a game like this to begin with. This isn't a puzzle game where it's like, you have to think of a unique strategy to fucking get past it. No. It's literally the most, like, for most situations, you look at you click in the records, you click the record option, and you move to the next stage. That's literally it. Most people are not thinking about the most unique way to get past a situation. And those that are doing that are just like the people who like spend way too much time playing this game. Like the people that like this is the minority of people. I'm sorry to tell you this. Like I'm not saying, oh hey, you need to be like play casually if you like a challenge or whatever with that. Or, like, you know, you need to get off a game, but if you're going to complain about something this stupid, where it's like, oh, hey, it's over-reliance on one character, then be consistent. Not to mention, again, the only way I can see, like, a real change happening here is if, again, everything was just the way that you get every character is just saving up letters and gems. Like one type of letter and one type of gem. We get rid of the orbs, we get rid of the invite letters, we get rid of all that other shit. It's just letters and gems for every character to be built up. That's the only real solution, in my opinion, to this problem. Otherwise, it's not going to change. Or, again, the solution on the devs' end, if you complain enough about this, is that they're going to have a different hypo take fucking Saida's place. If that's really the way you idiots want to fucking handle this, then you're going to screw over so many people because you're bored. Fuck you.